There's a version of Thailand most people see: beaches, smiles, street food, cheap living, and an easy life. And then there's the version you don't see, the one that quietly controls huge parts of the economy, the one that operates through relationships, not rules, and the one that most foreigners live around for years without ever fully understanding. It's often referred to as the bamboo network, not a secret society, not a conspiracy theory, just a system of influence that's been growing quietly for generations. And once you understand it, a lot of things about Thailand suddenly start making a lot more sense. So, what is the bamboo network? The bamboo network is a term used to describe ethnic Chinese business networks across Southeast Asia. We're talking about countries like Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore, where overseas Chinese communities have played a monumental role in shaping the economy. Now, to give you some perspective on the sheer scale of it, in Thailand, ethnic Chinese make up roughly 10 to 14% of the population. Yes, it is estimated that they control over 80% of the country's largest companies and total market capitalization. Now here's where people get confused. This isn't about nationality in a modern sense. Most of these families are fully Thai. They speak Thai, they are culturally Thai, but historically, the roots trace back to Chinese immigrants who arrived generations ago, often with nothing but the clothes on their backs. And what they built over time wasn't just wealth, it was networks. And those networks become the most powerful infrastructure in the region. Now, to understand this, you have to go back in time. Chinese migrants came to Southeast Asia often as traders, labourers, or small business owners. They didn't have political power. They didn't have land ownership. So what did they rely on? Each other. Trust became currency. Family became infrastructure. Relationships became insurance. And over time, this created a very specific style of doing business. You hire people you trust, you partner with people you know, and you build long-term relationships, not short-term wins. And most importantly, you keep it within the network, because when the formal systems around you are unstable or unpredictable, a handshake with a cousin is more reliable than a contract with a stranger. That mindset didn't disappear as these families became billion-dollar dynasties. It scaled. Now, this is where foreigners often get blindsided because the rules of the game are different. Relationships over contracts. In the West, everything is written and legally enforced. In the bamboo network, the relationship comes first. There is a concept here similar to Guanxi in China or Baramai in Thailand, where your social credit within the circle matters more than your bank balance. If someone trusts you, doors open. If they don't, it doesn't matter how qualified you are. Family controlled empires. Look at the big three families in Thailand. First, there's the Jiyarawan family behind CP Group. They started as a small seed shop in 1921 and are now a global conglomerate controlling everything from 7-Eleven to telecommunications. Then you have the Jiratiwat family, the titans of retail who own the Central Group. If you've walked into a high-end mall in Bangkok, you've likely walked through their empire. And finally, the Uwityar family, the co-founders of Red Bull. These aren't just businesses, they are multi-generational dynasties that perfectly illustrate how the bamboo network scales from a small family shop to a global powerhouse. Whether it's retail, agriculture or energy, these aren't just public corporations, they are actually extended family operations. Leadership stays within the lineage, and key positions are filled by trusted insiders. Decisions are made for the next 30 years, not the next 3 months. Influence is subtle. Deals happen behind closed doors in private clubs or family dinners. It's not about being the loudest person in the room, it's about being the most connected. Because trust is already established, these businesses can move with incredible speed. They don't need 6 months of legal due diligence to work with a partner they've known for 40 years. Now here's the part that people don't like hearing. Foreigners often assume that business works the same everywhere. Good idea plus hard work equals success. But in Thailand, you can have a great idea, solid funding, and a relentless work ethic and still hit an invisible wall. Why? Because you're outside the network, and if you're not part of the trust system, you're a risk. Even if you don't realize it, you are playing a game where the referee and the opposing team have known each other since childhood. But that doesn't mean you can't succeed, but it means you have to stop trying to pitch and start trying to belong, and belonging takes years, not weeks. So, is this system bad? Not necessarily. There are real advantages. Family-run businesses avoid the reckless growth at all costs decisions that often crash Western companies. They are protecting a legacy. These networks have survived economic crises, coups, and global shifts because they support one another when the official system fails. We are also seeing a shift. The younger generation, the Western-educated heirs, are starting to push for more transparency and international standards. But, make no mistake, even as they modernise, the core foundation remains the same. The family still comes first. Now, of course, with all this, there is a cost. If you're an outsider, or even a local without connections, the ceiling is very real. Merit often takes a back seat to bloodlines. That can be incredibly frustrating for talented people who aren't in. Decisions are made in ways that outsiders can't track, which leads to confusion and occasionally deep-seated resentment. Both sides end up talking past each other because they are playing by 2 different rule books. So if you're living in Thailand or thinking about it, this isn't something to fear, but it is something to understand. Because once you see it, you start to realise why certain brands dominate every mall, why your perfect business proposal got ignored, why connections matter more than the rules. Now, the biggest mistake foreigners make is assuming the system is broken because it doesn't work like it does back home. It's not broken, it's functioning exactly as it was designed to do. Thailand isn't just shaped by culture, tradition, or tourism. It's shaped by networks, invisible, quiet, powerful, and the Bamboo Network is the titan among them. You don't have to be part of it to live here, but ignoring it, that's how you get caught off guard. Because the real structure of a country isn't always what you see on the surface. Sometimes it's what's quietly holding everything together underneath. If you have liked this episode or you have learned something today, please don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching, take care, and ciao for now. Bye bye.